Okay, while we get started on the diagram, I'm going to show you something new. There's what's called view templates for every view. And what I want you to do is I want you to create a new one. I think we do it through right-clicking here, create view template from view. We're going to call this diagram. Okay. Now what that does is it creates a series of parameters that you're including. All of them will be included. Those that you don't, like say if you want to have shadows on or off depending on the view, you could click that and then turn shadows on and off as you normally would down here. If you have this clicked, all of this is going to turn gray once you've applied that view template over here. So let's just take a look at that. So if I go over here now and I use diagram, I'm going to apply it. And then things that I still have control over are going to still be here, but the things that I don't, such as shadows on or off, are suddenly gray. When I go into here, you can see everything's gray because I haven't allowed anything to be touched. So the power of that is that I can go now into level 1 and I can say, hey, let's use that diagram. I can't see it, but I think if I do all here, I should be able to see it. Say diagram, and everything's going to show up. Now, there are some things that probably, because I changed the 1 to 50, there are obviously some other things that I may know. So I'm just going to entire project, I'm going to hide these. And it could be, I could also decide that in this view template, under here, manage view templates, that I can decide, well, you know what, I'm probably not going to want any of those types of callouts to be visible. So if I go diagram and I go to annotation, I can say, okay, for my diagrams, I really don't want to see any of this. No annotations, no elevation marks, no level marks, no diagrams. That may or may not be the case, but that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm turning them all off. And so now that changes kind of how this shows up. Pretty simple. And you can apply this to anything that you're wanting to kind of show off. So let's see, like this, I should just go in, click diagram. Now it is always showing when it's a 3D view because I made it from a 3D view. So that's why I didn't have to hit all. But like plans and elevation sections, I'm going to have to do this all to get to it. Now I can always come back and say none if it gets to be a hassle and I just want to change a few things and take a look at it. I can always do that. But every time I go back to diagram, it will take on that same whatever the parameter. And again, if I want to then say, hey, you know, having shadows on, or at least being able to click them on or off, I just go up to here and I say, okay, for now on diagram, I want that to not be included so that I have control over that. So now it's lit up. And if I need to show shadows, the other thing I would probably want to click is to manage lighting so I can control where the light's coming from. I can edit that. So that would be the other thing I might click. All right, so that's view templates. What I might do, I would have a diagram template. I think we'll probably eventually get into having some presentation view templates versus kind of working view templates. You'll see in here there are a lot that are kind of already preset. So working plans versus maybe architectural plans or presentation mode. You can really kind of set up some very specific view templates so that you can kind of be flipping as you're working down to some template, and then when you go into presentation mode, you just flip them back to presentation mode. All right.